Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon. It's August 7th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Our tips, say that fast 3 times, tips and tricks training. Uh, and we've been doing we have a lot of new products coming out, and we've been going over advertising and how to construct advertising. And before we started here, Donna just told you about the events coming up, and we want to be prepared the best way possible. So you want to make sure you have notes, notepads, and something to write with on all these calls, because they're all going to be culminating into the one major event that we're going to have, and that's the Velveeta new products coming out. So you want to be able to advertise immediately when it comes out, know where to advertise, know how to advertise, get it all prepared before that day, and then all you have to do is just go out and pound the virtual beat. And every week I ask somebody to do a presentation for us. And we've had a couple great ones. And today we have another special person to do it for us. Connie McFadden is going to be training some more on advertising. So without further ado, I'd like to say thank you, Connie. I appreciate you stepping in and doing that. And go ahead and begin your presentation.
No worries. Thank you for allowing me to do this. I do this every week for our small group of us, and we do ad posting every week for an hour to kind of have us all accountable. So it's kind of nice. I've been doing it for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And what I'm going to show today is from the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and start it from the beginning. How do you get started? What do you do? All that kind of stuff. If you want to, you can follow along with ad post training on, let me copy this and I'll put it in the chat. So you can follow along and then take notes and do what you want. But that's my website that I have ad post training. And this is kind of what I'm going to go through today. Only I'm not going to come back here. I'm just going to go through it kind of step by step. So the first thing is everybody needs an ad template. So you need to start with an ad template. But before you do that, you have to make sure that you're actually hold on 1 second. Okay. So you have to finish a page. So once you get your PBS and you start updating those pages into your own words, from the very first day that you finish the first page, you should start posting ads. The reason being is, from experience, I finished my website first and posted ads towards the end. And I spent more time posting ads waiting to get up to 6,000 to 10,000 and get traffic before I could actually go for Google. When if I would have done it all along, I could have got Google maybe sooner. But I do have Google, so I'm happy for that. And we're being focused on Brain Food Academy. So
I'm trying
that's
to say one thing. Even and I kind of heard experience from somebody a while ago. Even after you get Google AdSense, it's important to continue to advertise, because if you stop advertising, Google it may come to you and say you're not getting a lot of traffic, so either build traffic or you'll lose us. So it's important to always be advertising. Sorry,
yeah,
Connie, go ahead.
and that's a great point, Joel, because after I got Google, I was so happy, and I started doing other things, getting into V-marketing and doing, diversifying in other ways. And I didn't realize how much ad posting I was not doing. I started adding up from the spreadsheets, all the ads that I did by month. And I was like, wow, I am not doing what I need to be doing for my job, for this business. I need to be posting more ads. I should be posting at least 1,000, if not more, a month. And I wasn't even doing that. So I needed to pick that up. So I started picking that up. And as a team, we started doing like a monthly. So each month we come up with a different category that we have that we would focus on. We did brain food in June, and then we did Vela Vita last month. And because brain food is so new and we're still trying to push it out there, we decided to do it this month as well. So Brain Food Academy, well, where do we get started? So you would start with your page, and I'm going to go to my Brain Food Academy. And so you want to, once you're completely done with this page and you have published it, now you're ready to actually post ads for it. And a lot of times you could take the title, or you can take some information or whatever. What I like to do is I like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my friend when it comes to posting ads. Before ChatGPT, we had to figure out our own headings and bodies. So this is start with my headings. And I always get at least 10 of each, because then you can mix and match. And I'm only going to do 10 today because I have like 2 or 3 other ad templates for Brain Food Academy. I have several of them. So this is going to be my headings. And then down here, I'll put my bodies. Okay. So you need headings and bodies for making your ads. Now, ChatGPT, I have never used this for my PBS, and I probably never will. Maybe. Just because it's not human, and I want to make sure that my site is human. I don't want to have to do ChatGPT and then change it to my own words. That's just me. But for posting ads, it doesn't matter if I use my own information, or if I got the information from my friend, if I stole some information from Joel, I could use that on an ad, because it doesn't matter. Ads are something totally different. So with ChatGPT, I'm going to move you guys out of my way here. So with ChatGPT, I just do chatgpt.com. Yes, Corinne. You're muted. I think she did that by accident. No worries. So chatgpt.com. That's where I go. And I have some things over here, and it saves everything that you do, which is really nice. But what I do is when I first start, I just say hello. You don't have to. I need 10 great 10 great headings. I need 10 great headings so I need 10 great headings for Brain Food Academy is our education reboot. So that was my title. I put it in here, or I could put, I need 10 amazing headings. And you can ask it different things. I keep it pretty simple. And then all I do is click this arrow button. And within just a few seconds, I will have some awesome headings. That was like, what, 5 seconds? It would have taken me more like 55 minutes to come up with all of this myself. So now I just copy them. I bring them over to my document. Control V and paste. And now I will ask ChatGPT because now I need some headings. And amazing bodies. Control V. Ooh, I didn't mean to paste all of that.
Hmm.
Let me go back to my back the way. Then I can paste there. Okay. Thanks. Can you give me 10 amazing bodies for Brain Food Academy as our education reboot? And it just goes so much faster than I can think of things to say.
Seriously.
And because it doesn't matter that this is just for ads, it doesn't matter if we write it, somebody else writes it, or ChatGPT writes it. But when they write it, they take a lot less time. So if I can save time, I'm all about it. And now I've got 10 bodies. Now, some of these bodies may be too much for the ad post site that you're at. Well, you could just add, instead of, can you give me 10 amazing bodies for Brain Food Academy? You can say less than 50 words or less than 75 words, and it'll give you that. Okay, so let me get my bodies. Oh, wow. That's not what I thought.
Did you know there's actually a copy button at the bottom of ChatGPT?
What are you saying, Joe? Go ahead.
If you go down the bottom of that, there's actually in the hover right underneath number 10, hover your mouse under it. Oh yeah, right underneath where it says learn and know if you need more help. You see the second one right there, that's a copy as well.
Oh,
And I think
perfect.
if you do that copy, it'll actually copy the numbers.
Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, for sure.
See, we all learn new stuff every day. Really? No worries, guys.
Now, when you do that, is it, do we have to worry about plagiarism, or does it come up there that it
We don't care
doesn't?
about plagiarism. Ads don't care about plagiarism. We can
Okay.
have plagiarism all day and twice on Tuesday for ads. It's the PBS we can't have plagiarism. But the ads are a whole different animal.
Yep.
And so that's why I use ChatGPT. So I have my 10 headings and my 10 bodies. I'm going to double click on this, click on my untitled document. It puts the title in there. And now I'm ready to roll. So I'm going to close out of my ChatGPT because I don't need that. And then after you have your ad template, so we have our ad template here. Now we need to create the tracking sheet. So we need to have a way to track it. Now, there are many people out there, many of us out there that say, you know, I don't track my ads. I just post them. And that's great. But the reason why I track mine, so I can hold myself accountable. I need that for me to hold me accountable. And when I first started placing ads, I needed to come up with, 10,000 ads. So it takes a while to do that. And I wanted to be able to know that, oh, I had my 10,000 ads before I went for Google, at least, if not more. All right, so we got that. So then we're going to talk about the copy of your ad tracking sheet. And I'm going to just copy this. Most of you have an ad posting sheet that you got from your oh my goodness.
Instructor?
From your instructor, yes. But I was trying to, it's just
So
being
if we
difficult.
haven't I'm sorry, if we haven't gotten that, can we just create an Excel spreadsheet or?
I would do it not in Excel. I would do it in Google spreadsheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Google spreadsheet, and that's what I have up here is a Google spreadsheet. Google spreadsheet is like Excel, but easier. And
Okay.
because it's Google, you can take it anywhere the rest of your Google stuff goes. So you always have it with you.
Should I talk to my instructor first about like having her send me one, or can I just go ahead and create one?
You can more than welcome create one.
Okay.
But let me,
Or you can just go to the ad headings and template
Yeah.
that Rory shares with us. It's also in there.
yeah, Rory has one too.
Very
And
basic.
really using that, that's really good starting point. And then as you do this more, you'll realize, okay, I want this one, right?
Exactly. And you add it at your preference, right?
I'll go to September. How's that? Okay.
And do you have to like manually enter these, or can you like copy and paste based on your ads and classified, or?
Great question. And I will get to that in one moment. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No,
jump ahead.
you are so fine. Okay, so we have so on line number 1 under A, you put the date, the URL, the website, category, and now this is my list that I do. You can put it in any order that you want that works for you. But this is the order I have: date, URL, website, category, location, heading, ID, and then end date. Probably should be there, but. And then you notice it goes away when you start scrolling. So I want to show you how you can get that to stay right where it is. So if you click on the number 1, you go up here to insert. No, maybe it's not format.
View.
View. Yes,
View.
thank you. I knew it was view and then freeze. So you want to freeze one row. So I froze that row. So now that when I scroll, that always stays up there. And you want it to stay up there so you can see it. You don't want to have to keep scrolling back to the top to find where you're putting your date, your URL, and all of that. And I'm going to scroll down to where we're going to start.
Hold down Control and press the down arrow.
No, I was, it wasn't that
Or-
far, but then I went too far.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this did get messed up. But anyway, that's fine. All right. So you want to, now that ad template that we just did, and then this ad tracking sheet, we're going to get this all set up before we even start posting ads.
Oh, I'm way behind.
So we have our ad template. We're working on our tracking sheet. You put in, once you get first start, you're going to put in today's date. And then you have your URL, and your URL is whatever page that you want to send people to. So if I just finish my Brain Food Academy page, I just finished that. Now that I have it, you can go right up here on that page, like I'm looking at it like I'm a customer on my own site, and I copy this up here. Copy, that's my URL for this page. That's the easiest way to find it. Go in on your site like a customer and go to that page and you get your URL. So you come back here to your ad tracking sheet and you put in that URL. You paste it. And then you're going to paste the website. So I'm going to make these bigger so you can kind of really see what they are. That help a little, guys?
Yep.
Separate them a little bit. So that's the URL. The website is the website is whatever website you're going to post this ad to. This one is classifieds for free. I always start with this one to show people because it's the easiest to use. It's the easiest to multiply your ads quickly, more so than any other site, because you don't have to keep putting the same information back in. It saves it. Okay. And then your next thing is your category. What category are you going to place the ad in? So let me go to classifieds for free. And you're going to have to sign in. You're going to have to create a login and a password. Just make them easy. And then I would go to post ad. So once you've logged in, you go to post an ad. This is how you post an ad on classifieds for free. So you would go and select, and I start with the US, start with Alabama. And when I did this, I missed something, so this list is messed up. So this was the Alabama. And so you would think about your brain food. So brain food, you got that thought in there. So you're going to go down here to these categories and you're going to pick categories that you can actually place ads in those categories for what you're looking for. So announcements is something that you can always announce anything. So announcements is a category that I constantly use. And then you're thinking about our Brain Food Academy, and then what else makes sense for it. You know, there might be business opportunities. Or a business service. It can be entertainment.
Books.
Books too, yes. General merchandise, I use a lot for everything. Internet, because it's online. So internet is a good one. So you just kind of have to look through here. Miscellaneous, I use for everything. I throw everything in a miscellaneous. I always use that category. Announcements and miscellaneous are the best to use for anything. So you just find what you can use. And then once you find what you can use, you put that in the category. So I have announcements here. And then I'm doing it for all the states and all the countries under announcements. And then after announcements, I added internet. So internet for both the states and countries. And then, like I said, miscellaneous is always a good one. And then I added schools, I think was in there. I think that's a new one under there is schools.
Yep, school's in there.
Right under here. So schools is definitely one we want to add for the Brain Food Academy. So that's another.
Possibly even a travel, right? Because you can travel while doing this, right?
Yeah, you could add travel. I did schools, I did general merchandise. Okay. So you just pick categories that you think that makes sense for what you're trying to post. All right, so we're going to go back up here to announcements where we started here. And then you start with Alabama and you list them all and you set this up. Now, if you don't have all the states listed in alphabetical order, you can go up to when you're posting these ads and there's the list. And you can put them in, just put them in one at a time as you do one, because you're going to do just one at a time. So what do I mean about that? So if I went up here to post classifieds, so you want to get this thing set up. Any questions about the initial setup yet? Okay. And then after we get this set up, you'll simply start placing those ads. So you're going to go to your set this up for Alabama. And now I need to get a header. So I need a heading or a header or however they call it. Now I'm going to go back to my ad template and get that. And the category. So I try to make my headings fit the category. So I have the category. What category are we doing? Announcements. So let me put that category in, announcements. So the heading is announcements. So let's see what sounds like a good announcements. I like this. Brain Food Academy, where modern education meets innovation. Kind of an announcement. Or Brain Food Academy, redefining the way we learn. I like that one too. Or the next evolution in education, Brain Food Academy. So there's several that you can use. I'm going to go ahead and copy that one. And I'm going to paste it here in the header. And then here, you can put your contact email, your phone number, which means they can contact you and email you if that's what you want. I don't put anything here. I don't even put a price because sometimes it varies. And Brain Food Academy is going to vary depending on what class that they get in, whether they are preschool or in the upper classrooms. So I just leave that blank. Next is my description. So I'm going to go back to my ad template. And this is my 7th heading. So I will use the 7th body just so it matches, but I can mix and match if I want later. So I'm just going to copy this. And I'm going to paste it on my ad. Okay, so that's my description. Then I need my URL. So I'm going to go get my URL from here. Just copy, bring it over, paste it in. Now, you can have this URL up here in your description too. Just note that if you do put your URL up in this description somewhere, sometimes classifieds say, hey, you can't do that. It won't tell you exactly what's wrong, but it'll tell you something's wrong. It's usually because this URL is up here somewhere and something's wrong with it, and you'll just have to remove it. But you know it's here.
Sometimes if you take the HTTPS off of it, they don't catch it as quickly.
Right. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, that's true. And so then here you can come up with 3 different pictures. If you have a video, you can put a YouTube video link here, but you can have 3 pictures too. And here lately I was able to see these pictures, but now it's back to not seeing them. So I'm not sure what's going on. But I'm going to select. So this was post ad and I don't want to do that yet. What I want to do is I want to upload some images so I can put them in here. And I want to show you how to do that. So I'm going to go choose my file. And I have some memes. So I like to use my memes when I'm doing this. So, oh, my brain food memes aren't in there. So here we go.
So can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
So I've been posting on classifieds now. Do I want to steer away from saying like, with all the massive gun shootings and stuff like that, like I don't even want to address that, correct? Like more positive, or I just think it's a safer environment from home than it has been in the years, the past years. But do I want to not even come up, mention that in my description?
You
that
never want to do anything negative.
okay,
Always keep it positive. Like
okay.
you were saying, it's a safer environment. That's acceptable to use. I would not mention any kind of violence.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention like
keep-
school shootings, but I just
Right.
want to say your child is in a safer environment, learning from
Yeah.
home and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Okay,
That's fine. Just never use anything negative.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
remember
that's
for brain food, you're promoting brain food, not the school or atmosphere or everything. It's a revolutionary new approach to teaching your children from home.
well, and that's why I thought like, saying they're in a safer environment because you're just, I didn't address anything
You can
negative.
put that in your blog.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
But-
I would
yeah.
always stay positive with the ads. And
Yeah.
then they're gonna come to your site and read more about it.
Okay.
And that's where you're going to have more detailed information for them and things of that nature.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And when you put things in Chat GPT and just ask it a question to come up with information, it's always, I haven't seen anything negative that Chat GPT
No.
comes up with.
Agreed.
Unless I was asking it to show me something negative, it's pretty much a positive site.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I've used chat. Yeah. I've been using that frequently. So.
And if there is something, let's say, inappropriate, Chat GPT will tell you also.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and open this. And then once you open it, that image ID, the name of the image is right here. And then I upload the image. And when I upload that image, hurry up and wait. I'm not sure why it's taken so long. But once you get down to this point, we're pretty much almost done with the ad.
You can
Now-
find images anywhere on Google. Just put the name in the search and look for it, and then there's images that you can click on that will show you different images.
Yeah, some of these I actually have.
Answering Sam's question.
And can you remind me of I know there's certain images that you can't use, and isn't there like an icon attached to that that says you can't use it?
Well, the images that you wouldn't want to use are that have watermarks and stuff on them. Because those are protected by whomever put the marks on there. Here we go. It actually loaded. So once it loaded it right here. So I'm going to simply click on this box. So I can either click on the box, and you notice when I clicked on that box, all this string of letters came up. And then if I choose another file for my second picture, I'm going to do just the education revolution. I'm going to upload that image. And then I'm going to click on it here. And I'm just going to use 2 images for right now. And that's fine. You can use none, or you can use 1, 2, 3. But just remember, when you're searching ads and looking for ads yourself, would you prefer one with an image or not?
Yes.
Most
I-
people like to see a picture of some sort that goes with the ad. And so I suggest always having at least 1 image on there. So now that we've done that, all I have to do is click on hit post ad. Once I do that, it gives me an ad ID. So I'm going to copy this ad ID, copy. And then you can see the look of the ad, what it looks like. Oh, that was good, Connie. So I can fix that next time. I didn't realize I grabbed 2 of the same thing. So I would put that ID here, and I forgot, I didn't put the heading, did I? Let me put this heading.
Connie, once you post that ad, you can go in and edit that ad. Go to your ads or
Yes,
my.
I know that I can do that, but a lot of times I don't mess with that. It's not that big of a deal to have both pictures in there to
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
So I just don't mess with it. But if there was something drastic or something wrong that I put in there and I wanted to fix it right away, yes, you can do that. So you can use this ad ID to go back in.
Right, right.
Okay. So once you get that ad and you want to post another ad, you just click on this at the bottom, and then you would select the next state, and notice that everything that I put in there is still there.
But you're doing everything on your spreadsheet manually.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I spend a certain amount of time at the beginning of the month with my team, and we set up but once you get this set up, once this is set up like this, you can just copy and paste a lot of this for the next month and copy and paste it going forward. So it's a lot of copying and pasting once you get it set up.
So if I've already posted like 2,000 ads, can I go back and still set up this spreadsheet?
Well, sure,
Okay.
definitely. And what's nice about classifieds is I can just go in here. I already changed it to Alaska and then just click post ad. And I did it again because I didn't change the picture, did I?
Did I have to manually enter in them, or is there any way to copy and paste my report from classifieds?
I'm not understanding exactly what you're asking.
So if I go back into like when you go to classifieds and when you renew your ads,
Yes.
is there any way that you can copy that information and put it in a spreadsheet instead of like?
You could. It may not come out right when you copy and put it on a spreadsheet because it's it's type, but I would say that if you don't have those 2,000 on a spreadsheet, I would not worry about it. I would just go
Okay,
forward
yeah, I'll just start doing it now.
because you already know that they're there. You posted
Yeah.
the ads. You just don't have
Right.
a
Okay.
physical copy of them.
Okay.
I noticed that you only posted to the state. Does that mean that you're capturing all the cities in that state?
No, you have to put in the city, don't you?
No, not with classifieds for free. Classifieds for free, hold on, let me go post another ad.
Yeah, so it has a place
So-
where you can select the state
Right, let me go to American
and
Samoa.
select the city.
So you could go through all of these, but I'm under the impression myself that if I'm doing it in American Samoa, why wouldn't it be all of American Samoa? I don't know that for a fact. But you could select each city under that state.
Another thing you can do is put it in all the states and then go back the next week and see which 5 states you get the highest number of clicks and put it in all the cities in those 5 states. That saves you some time.
That's a great idea.
That's interesting because the way I was trained where is you have to put in the state and then you have to put in like the top 10, you know,
Okay, now on
have to post-
classifiedads.com, you have to select a city and a state.
right, but I'm even on classifieds for free, I was trained that you have to choose a state and then at least, you know, at least 10 cities. In
I
that
was
state.
And the
Class-
reason I said that is because I was told that you get better penetration if you select the city in addition to the state. Now that could be wrong, but that's just what I was taught.
Okay, I mean, I'm
Well-
not trying to throw you under the bus or anything, Corinne. I'm just
No,
saying, I'm
and-
just trying
Oh,
to
I
get.
know, I'm just trying to clarify for myself.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
What I've done and what I do with this one is first, when you bring it up, like Connie showed us right at the beginning, it has United States already there. So I post it to the United States. Then I start with Alabama, and I've done mine with the cities of the largest population, and then the cities with the military, and then I send it to them
that's-
also.
That's a good idea.
And what you're saying, Corinne, could be so accurate. I'm just showing you what I do and what I show people to get started, just to get going. If you want to add the cities later, you can do that.
Okay.
It's up to you.
It also depends on what you're advertising for.
Right.
If you have a product, you can Google what cities purchase the most amount of whatever it is and advertise to those cities and states.
Exactly.
So it just depends on what you're advertising.
Right. And so I just do the states and then I do the countries as well. And then this is just a good way for those who are brand new to get started in ad posting without a lot of headache and a lot of hassle. Once you get used to doing ads, then you can, I use classifieds for free, classified ads. Classifieds for free's sister channel is businessads.net. And businessads.net look exactly like classifieds for free. So that it's another good site. Also, I do the US net ads. Here's the US net ads I got set up. And then I also do some in Lecanto. Also, if you want to know a list of those sites, you can go to RRR 247.com/ads. Oops, not found. Here, it's free traffic sites, that's why. So you can go on to triple R247 to the free traffic sites and see like classifieds for free ads time. I've done some on Hoobly. You're only allowed 10 free ads on Hoobly. They're only good for 3 days, but you can keep them going. I kept them going for so long that now they just stay there. There's classified ads, there's AdVertigo, there's other US net ads, and I place them on all these. So there's just other ad sites. There's so many free ad sites that you shouldn't be able to not find a place to post a free ad.
You can also Google free ad sites for whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
There's
I got a
thousands.
I got a question here as far as like say if you did dig into the cities and stuff and you kind of noticed that the population probably have like our Spanish speaking population. If they sit there and click on that, do you know if they can translate all the information from English to Spanish? Does anybody know?
There's not a translator attached to this, but they could use a Google translator and translate it.
Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that because if you went to other countries and start posting the ads in there, I'm just kind of curious if there'd be some translation for that as well.
You can also translate it with the Google Translator before you send it. If you're most countries outside the United States speak English. The kids learn English in school, so that's usually not a problem.
Okay, then that, like I said, I know that China was supposed to be involved in this too, so that's why I'm kind of thinking about sending that information to China for the Brain Food Academy.
You could always use the Google Translator and translate it before you paste it in there.
I guess the thing is, does anybody know if when we place ads, like I posted ads, I'm going to be posting ads in other countries. Yeah. Yep. So in other countries. So when I'm placing these ads in classifieds for free to these other countries, I'm placing it in English. Do they get it translated in their language on the other end? Or would I have to put it in their language for them to be able to read it?
It goes in English. But each, I mean, if it's at all connected with Google, if they're using the internet, most of these people know how to find translators and translate it.
But you're saying it does go to
English. Goes in English, right?
Okay.
It doesn't automatically translate for you.
Okay, thank you.
Connie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something you shouldn't even have to worry about. If it's there, just send it, and whatever happens, happens.
I don't worry about translating. I just send it in
because
English.
if you do translate it in their language, like Donna said, most people in countries speak English, so the English speaking people wouldn't know how to read that unless they translated it back to English. You know, if you sent it already translated.
And it makes it more unique. They're always interested in whatever's written in English as well.
Finally got it.
And Sue, did you have a question?
I did that check that we talked about in Candace's.
Yes.
And what I did is back on July 7th, I posted an ad in English to Austria. And in 31 days, I had 10 hits. On the 3rd, I posted the same ad or ad for the same thing in Austria in German, which is the language of Austria. and already had 2 hits. So if I multiply the most recent ad by 10, so it's like 30 days, you get double the hits. Now that's just one. I haven't run, compared on other things.
Thanks, Sue.
I have ads right now going to Morocco. I have 375 hits on it.
Is it in English?
It's in English.
Great. Good to know, guys. This is a lot of good information today.
I mean, I have no problem. I set them out in English to all the countries over, and
My theory
no
with
problem
that,
whatsoever.
my theory with that though,
That's
is
awesome.
if I'm translating into their language, I'm spending a lot of time that I really don't have. So thanks, Sue, for looking into that for us to see. But for me, I'm just posting English.
Connie, I'm with you. I think that time is valuable, guys.
Right.
You want to get the biggest bang for your time as you possible. So get them out there.
Definitely.
And where was that, Joseph?
Morocco, he said. So
Interesting.
does that mean everybody's going to be posting in Morocco today?
I don't know.
I think Morocco's on my list. Yep, it's way down here on Morocco, right here.
Hey, I went from the first one all the way right straight down and placed my ads.
Good job.
Well, you just want to be cautious of whatever you're advertising is what we can promote in those countries.
Garage door.
So a lot of those countries, if you're advertising Bella Vita products, some of those countries we only do the tunes to. So
if you're doing every country for Bella Vita, you should be doing it with the tune.
yeah.
Because then they're going to see other products too. But that's all I got, guys. That's the beginning to the end. And then, like I said, that you can go to my my ad posting training.
Excellent
website.
training.
And I did have somebody in our group go through this step by step and was able to follow this step by step and get everything that they needed to start ad posting.
Perfect.
Yes, Cindy? Do you have a question, Cindy?
Okay, the scrolling issue, you started, but there's a way for you to click on the first line, and then you went up in here somewhere, and you can click on something like the date. Right, so, and then you can scroll it all the way down. You went up to insert, which place did you go? In other words,
to freeze this?
well, you froze it, but then can't you scroll, just hold your cursor down and scroll all the way down?
I'm not sure what you're asking, Cindy.
In other words, like, for instance, putting in the date, say I'm going to do 100 ads.
Uh-huh.
I click, if I go up to insert and freeze this date, can't I then hold down and just pull it all the way down so I don't have to type it in every time?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, so like the date here, I've got with the date, you have to have at least 2, or it'll give you dates in a row. But once you have 2, yeah, you just click it and scroll down and.
Okay, but you don't have to do anything up here, or you do have to freeze it first.
Well, this line here is frozen, so when I'm scrolling, it's not going. This is staying static. It's staying in place.
Just
Right.
for your convenience.
Right.
No, Cindy, you just grab the little dot at the bottom right of the square and pull it down.
Okay, okay. So, and
You
then
don't
I,
have to do anything else.
okay, that's what I wanted to know. And you can do the same thing with the URL and that sort of
Can you
thing.
bring your deodorant down?
Yeah, and that's how I did these.
Bring your
years.
deodorant downstairs.
Grayland, would you please mute, please?
Bring your deodorant downstairs.
Thank you.
So the URL here, that's how I got these all by just dragging them all down.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you so much. And I
Right,
think
and
this
then
was
and then what you
wonderful.
can do is you can drag them all at one time too. So if I wanted to drag the date and the classifieds and announcements, I can line them all up, drag them down, and it's going to fill them all in for me.
Fabulous. That's
But
even
you can
better.
do more than just one line. You can do the whole thing.
Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you so much.
Right.
And that's
and-
how you do it with all the cities and states that you originally talked about too. When you finish one sheet, you just copy it the way she just did and then put it on the next sheet.
Now, if I wanted to copy this whole sheet for next month, now that I'm done, I can click on this button. There's a box right between the A and the 1. I right click, I copy, and then I can go to the next sheet, go up here and paste. All right. Yeah, there we go. It just took a while. And it'll paste everything that I did last month. And then I could just take out the headings and the IDs and the dates and put in maybe a new URL, and I'm ready to roll for the next month.
So you want to make a template for yourself when you begin, and then you can copy and paste that continuously.
Right.
Okay, wonderful information. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I know we're past the top of the hour, so I know that you guys got other things to do.
That
So-
was great. Did Cindy Greenleaf have something to ask?
No, just her. She just asked.
Oh,
Great training, Connie.
You're welcome.
we
Yeah.
appreciate you doing this today very much. Thank you.
No worries. It's something that we need to be doing all the time, so it's important.
I'm going to stop the recording unless there is something else that needs to be said that you want recorded.
Advertise, advertise, advertise.
Yeah, from now on, you want to step up your advertising, especially. Don't think you're doing it too much, and don't worry about how much you're doing. Just do it.
And yeah,
Okay.
like before Sheila and the other MSI say, or then Stacey say, you know, if you ask yourself, have I done enough? The answer is no, and do it more. Do it more.
Exactly.
Also, just to note that Larry put a link in the chat about the different military bases and where they're located at. So
Right.
thank you, Larry. That's awesome. I went ahead and grabbed that for myself.
Yeah, that's
So you can't usually copy those things. So what you want to do is go into the chat and click on it, get to that page, and then you'll be all set.
Yep.
I'm showing it here. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the recording, but that's how you would do it anyway. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I'm going to stop the recording, and hopefully somebody else here or anybody of any of your students want to do it, you know, they're welcome. We want to have as many different people doing a presentation on Wednesday afternoon as possible, because we can all learn from each other, like Connie mentioned today. So thank you very much, and see you next Wednesday.